Hello everyone, Creeper... Oh wait, hang on. Hello everyone, Creeper Crab Guy here. Sorry, I literally just found that mask on the floor and thought I'd entertain you guys with it. Today I'm going to continue with the My Pokemon Story series, inspired by M&J TV Pokevids. Today I'm going to be talking about all of the shiny Pokemon I own, and all of them are in Pokemon Sun and Moon except for one. Now, I will be explaining how I received these, Pokemon, and also, I need to do two big shout-outs. The first is to MNJTV Pokevids for inspiring me to make this series, and second is a YouTuber called Poketuber, who got me half the Pokemon on this list because I received them through a giveaway he did. So, I'm going to start with the ones I caught personally, though. I caught in the wild myself. So, the very first time I ever found a shiny Pokemon was in Pokemon X and Y, and I had reset the game for like the 100th time, and I was just bored. I was bored, so I was trying to complete the Pokedex, and then I was, roaming about Route 1, trying to find a Scatterbug, and then suddenly I come across a wild Fletchling, which, the moment I encounter it, has got the weird shiny thing on it, and then I realised that, sorry, hang on, I dropped a card. I realised it's a shiny, and I absolutely freaked out. Like, it was just a full odds shiny. It's the first one I got. I didn't even know, I had never owned a shiny Pokemon at all before I caught this Fletchling. As it currently stands, it is chilling out in my Pokemon Omega Ruby. Or, no, it's my Alpha Sapphire game, with a bunch of other Pokemon traded from X and Y. And that Talonflame is called Shimmer. It is called Shimmer the Shiny Talonflame. Now, moving on, when Pokemon Sun and Moon came about, I eventually got a bit bored after completing the post-game, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to complete the Pokedex. So I did. I completed the Alola Pokedex 100%. I got every Pokemon with the help of some Wonder Trades and some GTS. But then after I presented my full Pokedex to the guy at Game Freak, he gave me the Shiny Charm, which allowed me to have an increased chance of finding shiny Pokemon. Not by a lot, but still an increased chance. And I thought, you know what? I'm actually going to try this. So, I went into a YouTube channel named A-Drive, who basically did tutorials. He's a master shiny hunter. He does live streams almost every day on him trying to complete the Pokedex with a full team of shinies. And, there was this one Pokemon I decided to, try and find a shiny of, was, who should I go for? What's a Pokemon I don't normally spend a lot of time with at this point? I know, Rockruff. So I went to 10 Carat Hill, and I found a wild Rockruff, and I, used A-Drive's method of trying to find a shiny, and I ended up finding one. So now I have Bucky the Shiny Lycanroc. Considering I have Moon version, it is the Midnight form, but luckily, I do like the Midnight form better. Moving on, the next one I decided to shiny hunt is, now that I felt confident I could shiny hunt, particularly because it worked, because now I had a shiny Rockruff, I felt confident and I went to go and try and find another shiny, which I settled on a shiny Magikarp. I wanted a shiny Magikarp for multiple generations, and I finally got one in Sun and Moon. And my dad was there to see it. He was pretty impressed. And by the way, I named that Magikarp Magic with a K. And it is now a red shiny Gyarados, and it has a Mega Evolution now because I used some points of the Battle Tree. And then last of all, of one I found in the wild is, I actually was wondering if I could find Pokemon that were on my original team. So I felt like the easiest one for me to shiny hunt for was Crabrawler, because I did have Crabominable on my team by the end of the game, and it was one of my favourite team members of the group. One of the first I actually raised to max affection. So I did that, and I got a shiny Crabrawler, which I named Mrs. Krabs after the SpongeBob character, because what's funny is the fact that it turns it red instead of blue, so the only reason I didn't name it Mr. Krabs is because it was a female, so it wouldn't work, so I named it Mrs. Krabs instead. And then what happened after that is I ran across a Poketuber, and I basically checked him out, and unfortunately, some of the Pokemon he gives away are legendaries, but unfortunately I need the Pokedex for those legendaries in order to get them. So sadly I could not get Mewtwo. However, I did settle on one, which ended up being Metagross. Now, Metagross is a very popular Pokemon with me for multiple years now, particularly starting from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And I decided on Metagross because I thought it was a really cool Pokemon, and then now I have a Mega Evolution for it, and it's one of my strongest team members. The next one I decided to get from the, Actually, before I continue, one of the, main things I wanted from, a shiny giveaway was, why did the screen just brighten anyway? Was a shiny Tapu Koko, and sadly I couldn't get that. From Poketuber, and I tried to get one from Johnny Canal as well, but I didn't get it. So in the end, I decided to go back to Poketuber, and I settled on getting a shiny Dragonite. I've mentioned this shiny Dragonite quite a lot. It's got a good moveset now, and it's one of my strongest team members, and it's also another one of my favourite Pokemon, and particularly, my love for it has increased a lot. Because one of the most infuriating things that I have ever found in a Pokemon game ever is the battle tree in Sun and Moon. I have found it almost nearly goddamn impossible. But luckily there was this one time where I did the single battles tournament. I got all the way to the end using Shiny Metagross, Shiny Dragonite, and the next shiny I'm going to talk about. And then I got to Red at the end of the battle tree, and I battled him, and his entire team, he used Blastoise, Snorlax, and Lapras. His entire team was just dead from one outrage from Dragonite, almost. I did record a video about it, I think, but I didn't upload it to YouTube, don't plan to, but yeah, Dragonite just swept Red, and that's why I've grown a lot of affection for this green Dragonite, and that's why I've named it Yoshi, because, it's a green dragon. Anyway, like I said before, I beat the battle tree with this team. I beat it with Metagross, which had a Mega Evolution at this point, Shiny Dragonite, Shiny Metagross, Shiny Dragonite with, sorry, let me start again. Shiny Mega Metagross with its Mega Stone, Shiny Dragonite, and the other one I used in it was a Shiny Greninja, which had, Protein. Now, I didn't really want a shiny Greninja, but then I looked at what a stream Poketube was doing, and I thought, you know what? I like Greninja a lot. Why the hell not? So I decided to put in my Paras, or whatever it was he was asking for, and I got a shiny Greninja from it. It had Protein, and the one good thing I did about it was the fact that I could breed this Greninja. So I breeded it for a regular Froakie, and then I gave that Froakie to my friend Jabberwock the Lemur for his birthday. Aren't I thoughtful? Anyway, moving on. I have one more for this video, and that is a shiny Sylveon. Now, the shiny Sylveon didn't come with very many moves. It came with Substitute, I think it came with Wish, no, it came with Rest, and Snore, I think, or Sleep Talk rather, and it came Moonblast. So the only attack it had was Moonblast. I plan on changing that soon, I'm not sure, but at the moment it's a pretty defensive Pokemon. Unfortunately, I could not nickname the traded Pokemon, because if I did, I would have nicknamed my Dragonite Yoshi, my Metagross Steven, and I would have named my Sylveon Robin, to contrast with the fact that my my Sylveon is named Corrin. I would contrast it by saying that my shiny Sylveon's name would be Robin, because they're both Fire Emblem characters. So, that is it. That is all of my shiny Pokemon that I own at the moment. I might be doing more shiny hunts in the future, but I will see when that happens. And I will see you all in the next video. See you later.